It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, it's the Caps Offensive Player of the Year. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Caps and the Bears, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Caps of Tokyo. Along with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin here, and partner, let's examine this Tokyo ball club as they enter play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game?
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Fields. In trouble, and he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you. I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the carry is Kelly, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Again, it's Kelly. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call that a gain of 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. He's across midfield.
Shifts by him, and he'll be taken down at the 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. On play action, they'll throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With a second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Caps have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with the W.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Now a handoff up the middle. Way. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and
8. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gibbs will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll give up the middle to Kelly. And some room to work.
Now inside the 25.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early, and of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Caps go up by 2 touchdowns.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now it's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Wormley able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. One of the linebackers has got it.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run up the gun with Kelly and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Again, this is Kelly. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
For the left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Tyreek Stevenson.
Looking to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cavs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
But now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we got a chance to put points on the board.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Fields.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. First, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend as we start into the home stretch in Week 12 of the NFL. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Then, more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in Indy, where it'll be the Colts taking on the Houston Texans. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going quickly out wide to Moore. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
2nd and 11.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
It's a 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Kelly. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. Give him 18 on the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
He's been sensational all year. He threw touchdown pass number 45 the last time they had it. We'll see if he can build on that number here. It's 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Defense.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3s all around.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Caps extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9
you
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Kelly.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
109 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Cavs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 23.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And that's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kelly tries the right side. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
A give left side, Kelly. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll go again with Kelly. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
39-yard line.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Up the middle they go. Way. There he goes left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, without
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Back to throw. Fields.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Aiden Hutchinson. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks and 3 plays.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Chicago. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Tokyo,
the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.